this dress didn't start with a pattern, it started with a piece of art. The moment I saw this elegant woman with her beautiful hat and the dove beside her, I was completely captivated. I knew this fabric had to come home with me. And then I saw this coordinating stripe fabric. Look at these colors. They are spot on. And I can envision a complete outfit. The challenge was finding the right dress pattern, one that would let the artwork speak for itself. Hi everyone, welcome to So Lovely with Grace. If you're new here, I'm Grace. If you're returning, welcome back. Making something beautiful one stitch at a time. That's what I do here in my sewing room. Along with delicious coffee. Yes, today I'm going to talk about wearable art. Yes, art that you wear. That term was coined by one of my subscribers, Louise Massey. Thank you, Louise. And it just stuck with me. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to make my own art. I have this beautiful print and I'm matching it up, a print with a stripe. I know it's kind of unheard of, but I do things like that on my channel and in real life. And I'm going to show you that. And I'm going to talk about it, these two fabrics and what I did with them and what patterns I used, and it's so exciting. I'm also going to show you 3 subscriber creations later on in the show. I'm so excited for that segment. Thank you for your photos and your enthusiasm for that. It's been well received, and I can't wait to show you their creations later. And I have a new pattern to give away. This month is dress month. I'm making dresses this month, and I'm going to be giving away dress patterns. So stay tuned for the new question of the week and the new pattern, and also for today's So Lovely tip. So I hope you stick around till the end of this video. So how did I find these 2 coordinating fabrics? Well, I went out to lunch with one of my quilting sisters, Melissa, and we went to this thrift store. And they had fabric, they had patterns, they had all notions, odds and ends. And I found this print and the striped fabric pretty much next to each other, and she agreed that they went great together. And of course, I envisioned an outfit in my mind, but I had to find the right dress pattern. One that would be simple to make the design the focal point and not the dress design. And I found McCall's 7122 that fit the bill, and I was so excited to find this pattern. And of course, the icing on the cake I had to have for the stripe pattern was the completer. The completer was perfect to finish off my artistic design in my mind. And of course, I got this fabric and I just laid it out on the table so that I had the woman prominently in the front. Of course, I didn't, placement's important. I kind of wanted it random, and I think it came out great. I'm going to model it for you. And then, of course, the completer Fanny's wearing here. The striped fabric is beautiful, and then I did a rolled hem on the serger. I don't know how clear that is, but all the way around. This is a very simple pattern. I've made it multiple times. And I made it because you could just throw it over your shoulders, and if it's a little chilly or if you're at a restaurant with a lot of air conditioning, and you could look elegant and stylish. So that was my image in my mind. So what I want to do is model these looks for you first, and then we'll talk about more of the construction. think of pairing those two together, a print with stripes. Generally you don't do that, but guess what? I do, and I love it. And I'm so glad I picked McCall's 7122 because of its simplicity, so that I can make the artwork on this print the focal point that makes it prominently displayed with this design. I liked how, because this has a raglan sleeve, okay, but it just blends so well. It also has a back seam, and the artwork just blends together like one piece. This fabric is a cotton t-shirt knit. It has a little stretch, not a lot. And then we have the kimono, which is this is definitely a stretchy knit. Not very stretchy, but it's a synthetic. It's like a poly knit. And then we have, again, the rolled hem. And I just think it works very well. I'm very pleased with the results. So what I want to do is go to the cutting table and show you a little bit about my thought process with this dress. I found this stunning fabric. It's so unique. It's a jersey knit, and I got it at a thrift store. It's like a Windows outlet store, and they have like remnants and other these pre-cuts. So this is 60-inch wide by, what comes here to 51 inches. But I just love this print of this woman with the hat and the dove and the colors, and it's all random. So I'm going to make a dress with it. I decided to make this McCall's pattern, McCall's 7122, and I'm going to make the one that the model's wearing, View B, with the, it looks like raglan cap sleeves. But I just love this beautiful print. I love her eyes and her lips, her nose, shape of her face, just the whole thing. It's just stunning with the bird. The dove, it just makes it so unique and beautiful. So I'm going to lay out the pattern pieces, but I'm going to first trace these pattern pieces because they're huge for all the views here. And since I want view B, okay, this is the view hem, and we got all this other pattern going on here. It's just because it's a maxi also, and I don't want to trace it onto the fabric at this point, so I'm just going to trace the pattern pieces. It's basically a front cut on the fold, then the back two pieces, and the sleeves. Oh, and the neckband. I'm just going to quickly show you how I trace a pattern. I don't always keep these traceable patterns, but sometimes I do. But I want to cut out a large, so I use this tracing wheel and tracing paper. I got them on Amazon. This tracing, this paper I got from my quilt group. It comes on a roll, and they do sell it on Amazon also. And a pen to label the pieces. So all I do is just trace it on quickly. I don't want to spend all day tracing because it's not my favorite thing to do. I just like to get into cutting it and getting sewn. Today will be trace and cut day. Tomorrow will be sew day because I don't do them on the same day. And I just keep following the size line that I want, and just keep going. So it's looking good. I'm just going to move the camera, see where I'm at. Okay, so I just put the paper, this is a red, use any color. Getting a lot of wear on this paper. And just keep following the line. Just trace it here. And keep tracing it, and then I'll show you how it ends up. I traced the back piece here. I drew the grain line. Here's the description. It's piece number 3, the back, and I'm going to be cutting 2. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do the other pieces, and then I'll show you when they're all done. Okay, so I have all the pieces cut for a size large. This is the front piece number 1. I need to cut 1 on the fold. And we have piece number 2 is the sleeve. I'm going to cut 2, and this is the cap sleeve, or short, the short one. Piece 3 is the back, cutting 2, so we're going to have a center back seam. And then the last piece is for the neckband. Now, I want to bring in the sides and bring in the fullness of this dress. It's too flowy for me. I did sew it here on this side, and when I wear it, it's just, I don't like it. So I'm going to bring in from the waist down, I'm going to baste it here, and then put it on and see if I like that better, because I don't want it to be straight down, but I don't want it to be so flowy. So we'll see how this looks. I did try on the dress with the basting stitches. Here's a close-up. So this much I am going to trim off with the rotary cutter, and then I'm going to serge it up because it fits in the bust and the waist, but it's just too flowy. I just don't like the look, and I'm just going to take this much off. What is this, about 2 inches, so 4 inches at the bottom? And then I'm going to hem it. I'm making another completer duster here. I love it, with the striped fabric. And what I did was pin along the selvage so that I line up the stripes as best I could. So when I cut it, it'll be on the fold here with the stripes all lined up. So yeah, that's what I did. I want it to be as accurate as possible, and pinning the selvage down. Also, this fabric has a stretch, tends to roll, and the pins help so much to, stop the rolling. So I can't emphasize enough how wonderful these 2 patterns are. This McCall's 7122, I got it on my recent purchase at simplicity.com. I had a pattern haul, and I know Running with Scissors, Nancy from Running with Scissors, has made it multiple times, and you can check out her channel and she'll tell you all about it also. And I can't say enough about the completer. The title of this pattern is perfect. It does complete every outfit. So if you get a chance, pick those up. And now for subscriber creations. Like I said earlier, we had 3 subscribers that sent in their creations. And the first subscriber is Dania. I have an email from her. I like to read your emails when you send in your photos. And she writes, "Dear Grace, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I just wanted to reach out and let you know how much I appreciate you." Well, I appreciate you, Dania, for your support and for watching all my videos. Thank you so much, and thank you for sharing your creations here. Your subscriber video about Dress a Girl Around the World truly touched my heart. It inspired me to contact my local ambassador, and with God's grace, I was able to collect and complete 10 kits. Look at these dresses that she made so quickly. Only a few weeks after I mentioned this on my channel, she sent this photo. After dropping those off today, I couldn't resist picking up 10 more to work on. Wow. Thank you so much to you and the subscriber who originally shared the post for putting this on my radar. God bless. Dania. Yeah, that was Melissa from Washington State. She talked about it in a couple of videos ago about Project Dress a Girl. And of course, Madi Sews collects dresses from you. If you want to go to her channel, there's various avenues to sew up these dresses and send them out. But Dania, thank you for these beautiful dresses. Your work will not be forgotten. I appreciate it. They're beautiful. And next we have Leslie Hoy. And Leslie, she sent in photos of 2 tops she made. And she says, "Hi Grace, hope you're having a good week. The dress form fabric Okay, so the print was dress forms on this top, was from the exchange table at the Caryville Crafters group I attend. And the second one, the other print, is a tablecloth. I didn't put the elastic in the sleeves as I like the lines of the top better without it. The pattern is the boxy top with elastic sleeves from the assembly line. Again, my friend Janet told me about the pattern. I've made it 7 times. Some of the fabric I've used has more drape than some does not. It's a great versatile pattern. It looks fabulous. Thank you so much, Leslie. I truly appreciate it. You did a great job. And now we have Cindy Winkler. She's a regular on my subscriber creations also. And this time she sends, "Good afternoon, Grace. Hope this email finds you well. I made a summer dress with some batik fabric I've had in my stash from Joanne." Yes, we still have some of that Joanne in our stash. Boo-hoo, I miss Joanne's. But anyway, she writes, "I use New Look 6889 View E. I didn't like the look of the tie front and the chest neckline was gaping too much and I was looking immodest. So I shirred it with shirring elastic and it turned out so cute and stunning." I completely agree, Cindy. Have you tried shirring? No, I haven't. I've seen so many other YouTubers try it. I've yet to try that. "I love the way it looks and can fix gaping or things that are too large." Yes, that's true. That's a great fix. Anyhow, have a great week. And thank you very much, Cindy. I appreciate it. It looks wonderful. That's very clever. You know, us sewists, we're always finding clever ways to fix things that aren't quite what we like. And Cindy did a great job. And thank you, all 3 of you, for sending in your creations. And if you're interested to do this, you can send me an email to solovellywithgrace@gmail.com and I'd be thrilled to show these on my channel. And now for today's So Lovely tip. So for this tip, I'm not going to do a demonstration. I'm going to just tell you what I like to do for sizing on tops and dresses for the underarm side seams. Before I commit to serging them, especially with knits, I like to use a basting stitch. So I do stitch the side seams with the basting stitch. I put it on and then I decide what I want to do, if I want to make it bigger or smaller before I commit to the serger. And that's what I did with this dress also. So now for next week's giveaway. Like I said, July is a month of dresses and I'll be giving away dress patterns this month. And this week's pattern is a Amazing Fit Simplicity pattern. Simplicity 1606. This very elegant dress, perfect for a wedding guest or a prom or a special occasion, a birthday, a bridal shower. And this is a great dress pattern for the season. It's a dress with individual pattern pieces for A, B, C, and D cup sizes. That's what an Amazing Fit pattern has. Has various cup sizes and sizes. It's easier to size. The fabrics are piqué, poplin, sateen, crepe, laundered silk, rayon, silk, linens, brocade, satin, chiton, taffeta, linen, and linen blends. And then for view C, you have an overlay in lace, organza, or double georgette. And the notions are one 14-inch zipper, hook and eye. And for views B and C, we have a button. So yeah, this is a very beautiful, elegant dress pattern. The sizes are from 14 to 22. That's a big range. So I hope you enter the giveaway. What are the rules of the giveaway? Well, you need to be a resident of US or Canada because that's where I ship to. You need to be a subscriber to my channel. And also, please thumbs up this video and answer the question of the week. And this week's question is, how often do you change your sewing machine needle? What do? Are we guilty of keeping them a little bit too long? Please post your response by Monday, July 13th at midnight. And I will respond with the word entered, and you'll be entered into the giveaway. Good luck! Well, I hope you found this video informative and fun, and most of all, I hope you were so inspired.